This story has been one that we've been working on for a while, and we're really thrilled to bring it to you. These women are on a mission to empower women and girls all around the globe. We introduce you this morning to a special group of dancers who all use wheelchairs. They call themselves the Rollettes, and they are with Mario Ramirez. And Mario, I feel like these ladies could ride circles around you.
I'm sure they could. They're empowering and inspiring. I know I am this morning because they're really doing great work and showing that you shouldn't let life challenges slow you down and prevent you from following your dreams. So I want to introduce you to Chelsea, Josie, and Connor. Good morning, ladies. I want to talk about the Rollettes. You're all wearing the shirts. They look great. How did this all start? I know, Chelsea Hill, you kicked this off in 2012.
Yeah, so I was paralyzed in a drunk driving accident my senior year of high school. All I knew was dance, and so I reached out some girls on social media and was like, hey, do you want to dance and come to my hometown? And every year it just became a reunion. It's now called the Rollettes Experience, and we've gotten to meet so many amazing women from all over the world and do our women empowerment event every year.
And how many women do you have on the team?
So we have 8 girls on the team, and we have 4 little sisters that are like up and coming that we're training and kind of just bringing into the family.
And one of those little sisters you mentioned is Josie. Tell me about your story. How did you end up here? And I know you moved from somewhere else here to L.A.
Yeah, so I actually live in Ohio still, but I came out here to train with Chelsea. I was injured when I was 20 years old in a plane crash, and all I knew, like Chelsea, was theater and dance. I grew up doing it my whole life, and I received a DM from one of my best friends in college of Chelsea's profile, and she was like, look at this woman and what she's doing. And so that's how I found the Rollettes, and I joined their Boundless Babe Society, which is a mentorship program, and just became part of the family, and I'm so grateful and happy to be here.
Yeah, that's amazing, and it does feel like a family. Connor, I want to ask you, you're one of the choreographers. How challenging is it? I would imagine that it poses a whole new challenge for dancing and doing this choreography.
Yeah, it does. I think it comes more naturally to me. I've actually been a dancer since I was 5 years old. My last performance, able-bodied, was just a couple months before my injury, and I found wheelchair dancing about 6 months after through a tutorial that Chelsea posted on her social media. And so for me as a dancer, I just tend to work with what I have, but it's also allowed me to become, I think, a lot more expressive and really challenge myself in ways that I didn't dancing before.
Great. Well, thank you so much. I know we're working on some music issues, but maybe you guys can show us some moves from the routine that you had worked out. That'd be great.
We can show you a few 8 counts. You guys want to do like the first few 8 counts? Yeah. Okay, ready? All right, so 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, that's it for now.
That was very Britney Spears. They did a little head whipping and loved it.
Check you out, Mario. You already picked up the choreography.
Thank you guys so much.
Mario,
maybe in the 8 o'clock I'll join them and do a little.
Yes, please. Dance. I have a question for the ladies, if you don't mind passing it on. I listened to what Connor was saying about how she uses, how it's changed how she dances, right? Not letting the injury define her as a dancer. How has it changed? How has this involvement in the Rollettes changed how her everyday demeanor is?
Yeah, Connor, you had mentioned how this really changed the way you approach choreography. How does this change your outlook on life and your daily activities, being in the Rollettes?
Being in the Rollettes is an incredible experience, and it's something that I personally am so thankful for. I really don't know where I would be in my life if it wasn't for the team and for this company and everything that we do. It's really become my life's passion. So for me, it's like the thing that I wake up for every single morning, and I'm just so grateful.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
So finding purpose is what this is really about, and they've done it here with the Rollettes.
Your injuries, your abilities do not define you. And watching the smiles on all of those young women in those classes has been incredibly powerful. What a delight to meet the Rollettes. We can't wait to see what you have for us next hour.